this little life, this little life.
Recently, at the beach in Lagos, FRANCiS, a very known transgender community member in Lagos and first trans person who walked the runway of the Lagos Fashion Week, is dead.
Long time no see, guys. Welcome to another day in the life of a trans man living in Nigeria. Wow, I haven't said that in so long. So today my friend invited us for a little cute end of the year brunch to celebrate we are close friends for, and I was the first one to arrive. So I was just taking my content, reading my card, and it was just a very serene environment. And then I went ahead and fixed myself a plate, which was like so good. And then people started arriving. This is my friend Evelyn, the host with the monsters. There were a lot of champagne, it was bottomless, and I had about 8 glasses, guys. Don't even judge me. And then my friends finally started arriving, and Hilda did not follow the team at all. Cause like, why is she wearing pink? We're supposed to wear beige, nude, and white. Then it was time to unwrap our gift, and this is Eki just struggling to unwrap our gift. She eventually did, and it was so cute. The gifts were so thoughtful and so cute. I'm obsessed with my gifts. Like, I love the shot glass a lot. And then Nia also gifted Evelyn something, and it's just so cute. Like, we had the best time. And then it was time for some sip and paint. Yo guys, I can't even lie to you. The heat in Lagos right now is like diabolical. Like, the amount of sweat I sweated while doing this thing. Oh my god. But child, I was in my Picasso era. Like, I was painting down. Like, you can't tell me shit. But honestly, without being biased, Eki and Regina had the best painting. That I was so fucking jealous. And then it was time for some group pictures. It was so goofy. Like, it was so funny, guys. I had the best time. And then I went home, changed my outfit, and came back out to grab sushi because I was craving. Don't judge me, guys. I ate a lot.
I think there are so many things to consider on this news. The first thing is to consider the beach that FRANCiS was in. In every beach, in every resort center, there are supposed to be helpline, and they are supposed to be, what do they call them? Life jacket people, safeguard, or is it lifesavers, or guard, or swimming people? I think lifeguard. They're supposed to be lifeguards in every beach. So the first question is, where were the lifeguards when this incident happened? 2, which beach did they go to, and how come they were not rescue team at the beach? It's the duty of every state and every city to make sure that resort centers are free from every hazard. You're getting? Another thing is, what was the response when FOLA FRANCiS began to drown? 4, which people went to the beach with FOLA FRANCiS? Was FOLA FRANCiS all to herself at the beach? And if she went with people, what did those people do when they saw FOLA FRANCiS drowning? Those are the questions in the heart of everyone that hears the story. And these are questions we need to ask. What are the measures that are going to be taken in that beach where FOLA FRANCiS unfortunately passed away? Is the Lagos state government going to make a public, report and do some enhancing to secure that that beach does not become a hazardous place?
I hosted a vision board party yesterday to round up Transgender Awareness Week through my platform, dolls activities, and honestly, we had the best day ever.
First lady, I'm signing, I'm still with a deal. You a little girl, you can't walk.
We heard the sad news over over the weekend. We had the sad news of the passing of FOLA FRANCiS and the mysterious way in which she died. Some said it was at the beach, she drowned at the beach, and they had to call CPR. They were trying to give her CPR, and because she was trans, she wasn't giving CPR. Some have said other things, just say, yeah, or there, and there, and here. But the bottom line is that we have lost a community member, quite a sad one. Chimereze, what should you feel about this news?
I think there are so many things to consider on this news. The first thing is to consider the beach that FRANCiS was in. In every beach, in every resort center, there are supposed to be helpline, and they are supposed to be, what do they call them? Life jacket people, safeguard, or is it lifesavers, or guard, or swimming people? I think lifeguard. They're supposed to be lifeguards in every beach. So the first question is, where were the lifeguards when this incident happened? Two, which beach did they go to, and how come they were not rescue team at the beach? It's the duty of every state and every city to make sure that resort centers are free from every hazard. You're getting? Another thing is, what was the response when FOLA FRANCiS began to drown? Four, which people went to the beach with FOLA FRANCiS? Was FOLA FRANCiS all to herself at the beach? And if she went with people, what did those people do when they saw FOLA FRANCiS drowning? Those are the questions in the heart of everyone that hears the story. And these are questions we need to ask. What are the measures that are going to be taken in that beach where FOLA FRANCiS unfortunately passed away? Is the Lagos state government going to make a public, report and do some enhancing to secure that that beach does not become a hazardous, place? Those are the few questions in my heart. Again, as a community member and as a queer person, why will you go to a beach where you don't know how to swim? That's my own question from FOLA's perspective. Why will you ever go to the beach without knowing how to swim? Why will you go to even the shadow part of the river? So there are so many complications and so many questions with this. The response attitude, the friends that he went with, and also the response after her death. It was gathered that after she had passed away and they were performing CPR, that the people discovered she was a transgender and stopped. Discovered and they stopped the CPR. I remember that before you take your medical oath, after they are confining you to be a doctor, a pharmacist, or even your first aid, you have an oath to swear to that you will take every life seriously, and your service is to
confirm those people were members of the health organization, or they were just beaches or passerby on the beach. Because that's one thing we need to be sure about, because they might just be passerbys on the beach, or people the good Samaritans. And Chimere, whether we like it or not, good
so
Samaritan.
a good Samaritan turn bad Samaritan when they discover your Samaritan ship
But
is
to be
built
honest, according to the law, no obligation for you to watch the word or for you to be held liable to actually rescue somebody. I'm sure this might sound bad.
I think that's where humanity comes from. Humanity is our kindness, our love, our empathy. You must be a very wicked person to watch another fellow person die without any empathy or empathy, or what's the other word? Any reaction or whatever the word
sympathy.
is.
Yeah, sympathy or empathy, yeah.
So over to you, Mr. Chafo.
Like I would say again, it's a very sad news. It's very sad for me. But with most community members passing by or misfortune that happened to them, can we please try not to center everything around them, or is it a queerlize or LGBTlize every single thing that happens?
Can I just chip into there? You cannot say community members not to queerlize everything. In this instance, they were performing a humanitarian service and discovered that because of the person's sexuality, they stopped.
Chimereze, like I say again, for me, I would not, a lot of things, fingers should be pointed out at even friends. If you are hanging out with somebody, you are what's the word, obligated. I don't know why you would hang out with friends. You have a friend. The first thing, this person does not know how to swim. Is there nobody there among them that could know how to swim and rescue FOLA FRANCiS before she got drowned? They should even the spotlight, because they try to. That's one thing I say about queer news. They will want to put the blame on any other person. If we are going to apportion blame, blames too must go to the friends and hang out with her. You cannot hang out with somebody. What exactly? In some other countries, they will be sued by now. No, let's talk it as a fact. Everybody will go to get sued, including the friends, will be on a stand on trial. Because they are going to find out, did you get this person on alcohol? Because you might be surprised that FOLA FRANCiS might not be maybe the worst swimmer in the world, but might be actually drunk or high on something, which was what hampered, what they will call hampered. Is it what I call the swimming skills for it to be what's the word, top notch? Because if you are high on something like alcohol, you could what's the word, get you what's what not to your best ability. Different questions. There's going to be like a coroner's court or something that most of them will be answering questions to, and they're going to be, they will do an autopsy, find out if she inject something, something that made her, sorry, hold on. Yeah, they are going to find out that the defense give her something that made her, what's the word, high on drugs. But that's what I say about committing murder. When something happens, it's almost become like a trend. It's to equalize it. Some of them use it to want to even raise fake funds. It has become a national embarrassment, a disgrace. When something happens, it should be proactive. Lessons should be learned, and it should make sure that people also become better from it, or that kind of thing doesn't repeat itself again. But no, it's to talk about things. It's saying, oh, a community member, Nigeria failed you, homophobe failed you, this one failed you. It's even the stories about the CPR thing. I still find it very hard to believe, but let me just believe it for believing's sake. Like, yes, I know it's yes.
Honestly, on this matter, I don't agree with you, because like when it comes to resort area, it's not like this was a swimming pool, like in the case of Davido's son, Ifeanyi, that drowned in his pool. You're getting, this is a beach. They are supposed to have lifeguards on duties. It's supposed to be the beach and the states that's supposed to provide those resources.
Normally, anybody with, I'm just trying to say this, I love FOLA FRANCIS. I'm trying to be what's what as logical as possible in this debate, so I don't derail from what is Lagos State government. We know how Lagos State works. Don't compare a failed country or a failed nation with a 21st century country. Even in 21st century countries, still easy. The lifeguards are not in all the centers of the beach. Let's not tell ourselves lies. Because naturally, a lifeguard or a country would expect people like to be reasonable that if you can't swim, you have no business in beach waters. That it should be a common sense law. It's something that beaches or countries will expect that it should be common sense. That if you
but even in countries like that where we know that people don't have,
that's what hold on, that's what I'm going to. It's not about it. It's not. If they will expect that common sense, you will not swim there. Then you have lifeguards. In case maybe the common sense people doesn't prevail, common sense doesn't prevail, or maybe their children or something goes wrong, they are there. But you cannot say that there are lifeguards in all the centers of the beach. There is no country that will come, whether it's Canada, whether UK, whether US, that you say for an entire beach, they have lifeguards that are covered in all the centers or all the corners of it. It's not possible. The people on the beach, especially in that festive period, it's a festive period. The people on the beach will outnumber the lifeguards, maybe 100 to 1. Or 200 to 1, or maybe 500 to 1. So it's maybe one lifeguard for every 500 people or 200 people, or maybe 100 people if it's lucky, because it's the festive season. So that's why there are lots of sketchy things there. Sometimes it's just, I feel like, what's the word? Moving forward, there are lots of lessons to learn from this. First of all, as community members, please, or human beings, anybody watching us, go to beaches or go to swimming pools if you don't know how to swim. Because when you think that, oh, maybe you will drown or something happen, there will be people to rescue you. There might not be nobody to rescue you. Even your so-called friends might be too scared or too cowardly. Even if they are the best swimmers, to go into the water to rescue you, they will rather be watching. And the world we live in is to carry phones and be recording. So sometimes, also put yourself first. And number two, again, I still say it again. Please and please, community members, if you are in a place to help people. Not when the things go bad, maybe under your watch, or doing you as a part of a community or part of people join together. Then you now start saying, oh, everything has to become queer. Oh, the queer life because it's queer. You want trying to find a way to insert queerness and make it seem like it was because it was queer. That's the reason why he died. I'm sorry. But yes, you might have, what's the word? We know that a lot of homophobia is being faced. We know Lagos, also Nigeria is a dead country. We always say that here, that it's a dead man's country. But please and please, can we as community members too also try to make sure that we make each other safe? For crying out loud. If there was a group of friends chilling together, if the friends had their own held together, they would not need a stranger to be giving FOLA FRANCIS CPR. I believe that it's a stranger, no health practitioner. No, they have the right to sue. They have the right to record. If it was a health practitioner, I trust you, there will be a record. How can a health practitioner refuse to give CPR? And besides, there are no health practitioners on beaches. So I've gone to beach, I've been to landmark beach, I've been to what's this one, neighborhood beach, where you won't even see them. The person, when one of our friends, I told you the story about one of our friends who almost drowned, community member too. It was even a strange person that had to go there and swim. And we're asking the so-called, I don't want to mention his name. If I mention his name, you know it. And the guy is a swimmer. We were asking him, you can swim. I can't swim. I was not in the beach. I didn't enter the water. You can swim. But if this guy looked like he was drowning, he was raising his hand. You were just staring at him. He said, oh, he was frozen. Like he was speechless. He doesn't know what to do. You were frozen when the committee member was dying. If he had died, what would we have done? If he had died, what would he have done? He had to take a straight guy to jump into the water. There was 2 straight guys. So if it was a straight guy that gave him CPR, I had to pack my bags and leave. I said, no, this one is like God gave me a signal to go home. So please, anytime something happens to, common sense should prevail. Humanity should prevail, like you said. And sometimes community members don't even have the humanity. They are busy shouting, being dramatic. The community member is dead. Once it dies, they try to bring it as a queer thing to run. Some of them might even put it in their cabinet and give it to funders to give them more money. Quite a shame. It disgrace. Absolute rubbish. Chimezie, I'm done speaking. And if you have anything to say in just 30 seconds, say that.
A recap of the news. FOLA FRANCiS, my condolences to the family of FOLA FRANCiS. It's a really sad time and a sad incident. I think nobody should ever go that way. It took us a while here at QA Talk to process the whole news before we even came out to report the news. Like I said earlier, it's not the duty of the citizen of a country to provide humanitarian services in resort centers. Medical aides and practitioners and lifeguards should be on every beach. The other thing again is in situations like this, as we've clearly said, when you see someone in help, please analyze the situation and render help. Don't be one of those people that pick up their phone and to upload videos that will trend. Do something. Be at least a help to the solution. The third thing now is that FOLA FRANCiS has passed away. What is the response of the community? What have we done to correct the errors that have happened? At least at his death, are we talking to the family? Is the community members, have they reached out to his family? We know that FOLA FRANCiS trended when he had an issue with his family. He was castigated by his family, and his family did not have anything to do with him. FOLA FRANCiS single-handedly sponsored himself, worked to even to the point where he became one of the runners, the trans person, interviewed by BBC for his achievement. Now that he's no longer here, or she's no longer here with us, I think this is the least the community can do by burying our own dead. Even the church buries their own dead. Other organizations bury their own. Let us also learn how to also bury our own instead of individuals. Like for the case of our friend that passed on, it was actually what's his name, Allison, that single-handedly buried Michael when Michael and decided to hold a candlelight. Till now, there are so many queer persons that has passed on. No single candlelight, no post of their death, nothing, no even condolence to their family. I think this is a new era. Let's begin to do what is needed.
Thank you so much for that, Chimezie. And like I will say again, a country that has collapsed. We know in Nigeria we provide our own, mostly we provide our own prep as community members, provide our own lubricants. We try to source for ourselves with funders. We want this on ourselves and we do it. That's why the worst what the BBC documentary was done. Legend, I said BBC, HBO rather. Documentary was gone. Legend of the Underground. It was what the key, that was a very, very key title, but was spoiled with horrible casting and horrible plots, because we know that we are legends of the underground. We do things underground, we do them as legends, and we succeed with them. That's the way we'll be doing it. We must not depart from that. We must continue to hold things together. But that's what I expect from people. But it is well. We keep it pushing. That's been our offering for QA Talk for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As you all know, we love you. Stay safe this festive period. Eat lots of chicken on us. Drink lots of juice on us. Drink lots of wine on us. We will settle the bill spiritually.